I don't know if I would have ever believed what's happening to me right now could happen if it wasn't happening to me right now. I am just being completely denied access to medical care in Los Angeles County. I have a chronic pain condition called pudendal neuralgia that started after a surgery directly to the area that currently hurts 24/7. It's worse when I sit. I clearly sustained some kind of nerve damage from this procedure. There are still some things that they could do for me that they do at UCLA, at the clinics that I'm allowed to be seen at, but no doctors will see me. The Center for Women's Pelvic Wellness at UCLA says that they don't treat chronic pain conditions. They sent me to pain management. The pain management doctor in my area said he doesn't treat my condition, doesn't treat pelvic pain. He referred me to a clinic in Santa Monica. I had asked him for some specific things. An MRN is one of them. I've never had a pelvic MRN of the pudendal nerve. I recently saw another UCLA pelvic pain patient's MRN for pudendal neuralgia, and it showed these detailed findings. And I'm like, I'm 4 years into this and I've never had this test. And I asked for it 3 years ago, and my urogynecologist at UCLA gave me a regular pelvic MRI that didn't show anything. It didn't even mention my pudendal nerve at all. It was looking at my sacrum. It's not specific enough to see the tiny little distal branches of the peripheral nerves. And the MRN might not show enough either, but I still deserve to have that test done in case something does show up. I really do deserve to know if there's any sort of physical findings in my body, since all anyone's ever done is just eyeball me. I'm looking into treatments that are more brain-based for central sensitization, like serious things like transcranial magnetic stimulation, on the idea that this is all malfunctioning pain signals in my brain and not a localized problem. I'm 4 years into this. I'm in my fifth year and I still really have no idea. Nothing that I've tried to address either option, localized damage or no peripheral damage, only brain damage. I've tried the treatments for that extensively. I've tried ketamine infusions. I've tried all the kinds of neuromodulating drugs. They don't affect me at all. They don't affect me. They don't affect me at all. I get zero pain relief. They don't even have any impact on me except usually to stupefy me and sedate me and give me those terrible side effects. And they have zero impact on the very localized pain that I have. It's on right side. It's on a specific area. It only gets worse with direct contact and pressure. I mean, in my mind, it's pretty obvious that there's something there, but I've tried to be open-minded that there might not be. And so I have, of course, I've been in therapy. I've done EMDR and tremoring and tapping and, of course, many relaxing meditations and hypnosis and mindfulness training and yoga and all the kinds of central nervous system regulating tricks and practices that you could possibly imagine. And they just have zero, zero impact. My mood has zero impact. My stress has zero impact. I've gone through some really amazing times. In addition to living with this horrible pain, I've still had some pretty awesome things happen to me in the last 4 years. And I've had periods of being really hopeful and feeling like this is definitely going to get better and I'm going to get better soon. Where, if I was ruminating and negative, that would have changed, right? But being positive and hopeful had zero impact on my symptoms. And I've been through some really, really intense hardships and even some tragedies and traumas in the last 4 years unrelated to my chronic pelvic pain, and my pain didn't get worse. It stayed exactly the same. In fact, in some of the more acute moments, the totality of like what I was going through, like when my cat was run over and I found her half alive, it was very traumatic. I had less pain that day because I was emotionally grieving so hard. And this is just in such a stark contrast to so many people who say their pain gets worse with stress, their pain gets worse with their emotions, and they can make these connections. And I've really looked for those connections and I have never been able to find them. So anyway, I got this call today from Santa Monica Pain Clinic saying that all the providers in our clinic have denied the transfer of care to our clinic. So yeah, no one will help me with this.